cousins, brothers and sisters, kissers and huggers, lovers and snugglers. Welcome to the world famous Apollo Theater.
Hello knifers and welcome to the show with Bonnie the Knife. To begin with, let me give you a quick update on Mobster.com, a platform where people can conveniently come together and form mobs and thus exercise democracy. Mobbing, as we call the formation of a mob, is really going great. If the weather plays along, we might even see our first lynch mob by the end of the week. Initially, this was intended to be a rally against director David Lynch and his recent pretentiousness. But sometimes democracy is just a wild ride. Unfortunately, however, Mobster was off to a rather timid start in schools and at the workplace. So we would really like to see more mobbing in schools and at the workplace. I just hope this line doesn't get used out of context. Knifers, looking at all this ferocious energy that we're putting out, I just feel like we can't help our evolution. Whether we're marching against nuclear power plants or slaying the innocent, it becomes all too obvious that we're hunters and always have been. With our deadly claws and razor blade teeth. We've been gnawing quite some news back in the days. Right? Right. Now a new theory on the athletics of humans offers final proof for the assumption that we are meat eaters by evolution. The theory builds on the basis that humans are the most adept animal at long distance running. This ability of course is not at all helpful for covering large areas in search for plants, but turns us into primal killing machines. You see, a gazelle may run 8 times as fast as we do, but it only has enough breath for a handful of dashes until it is completely exhausted and, as we like to say in hunter's jargon, ripe for the picking. We humans may not have the speed, but we can outlast the gazelle in terms of distance. Essentially, the theory says we're jogging animals to death. Makes sense, right? Right. Well, there's only one way to prove a theory, and that is to test it. Therefore, we have sent our CEO, Rabbit the Blade, on a deer hunt out into the woods. Rabbit? Thank you, Bunny. Knifers, I'm out here in the woods looking for some deer. And when I find one, I'm gonna jog it to death with my most deadly of weapons, the jogging shoe. With its shock-absorbing air cushion, it makes you feel like you're running in the woods, even when you're actually running in the woods. And it will help you outrun 1.4 as many animals as regular shoes. At least that's what it says on the box. But let's get to the hunt. I think I saw one. Yep, that was a deer. Knifers, I'm now in pursuit of the deer. It's not gonna take long. I will just jog it to death. It's going pretty good. That's not really too hard. Hunting deer is pretty fun. This is so much fun. I just wish I grew up in the Stone Ages. Should I go left or right? I just hope that deer follows paths. It'd be pretty unfair if it didn't. Knifers, I have the deer exactly where I want it. It thinks it's safe, but I'm coming right for it. Knock knock. Who's there? The juicy deer. The juicy deer who? The juicy deer that's gonna end up on your plate. Wait, I just saw it again. Of course, can't be sure it's the same one, but you'd assume there aren't too many around here. Still doing pretty good. No problem at all. Damn, getting kind of exhausted here. I could really use a snack right now. Beefy roll would be great. You know what? I'm officially getting pissed right now. That's a bad sign for the deer. Maybe I've already killed it. I just heard something that sounded a lot like a deer collapsing on forest ground. No, I just saw it again. The race is back on. No problem. No problem at all. It's gonna be really soon that I find the deer. It's just a matter of minutes. I think. Okay, this is really getting annoying right now. Yeah, you know what? I just remember I have some leftover steak in the fridge. I think I'll just go home and finish the hunt tomorrow on a full belly. So screw you, dear. I'm going home. I hate the Stone Ages. Oh, it's beautiful to see a man go back to his roots. But why was Rabbit unable to catch the deer? Obviously, there's no dispute over the fact that we are meat eaters. Anyone who has ever sunken his teeth into a raw, bloody piece of meat with fur still sticking to it will agree with me. I guess the answer lies in the mechanics of evolution. As evolution progresses along, each evolutionary step is an improvement over the previous one, so we know how to beat our evolutionary ancestors because nature has made us better than them. The deer, however, is not in our direct line of evolution and therefore could escape the deadly clutches of Rabbit the Blade. If we want to go hunting, we obviously have to consider our own line of evolution. Instinctively, I'd say we go club some monkeys, but they're really hard to find around here, and the ones at the zoo are too close to the brink of becoming human. They only eat crap and throw around their own feces. What should be a really easy catch is fish. I say we have the heritage, so we can go back to the sea and kick some ass anytime. Or whatever fish has. With the evolutionary distance being this great, it shouldn't be a problem for us to become once again the shark of the ocean. If we can outrun a gazelle, theoretically, just think how easily we can outswim a tuna. It's literally just one step away of picking up a sushi roll with chopsticks. In fact, I will even dare you to. Anyone who sends in a photo of him or her kicking some fish ass to zerojojo@gmx.de will get a chance to win a great prize. Plus, the show's cloud system will automatically bring that photo to every other knifer out there. A technology that was recently licensed to a company called Apple, including the animation. Another false assumption about meat is that it's either eat or be eaten. In fact, it's eat and be eaten by colon cancer, which is largely caused by the consumption of meat. So you can have your cake and be eaten by it too. But we're still great hunters, right? Right. This is Bunny the Knife reporting live from a computer screen near you.